Sicilians still carry that nigger gene. Now this, I'm quoting history. It's written. It's a fact. It's written.
I know this guy.
No. Your ancestors are niggers. Hey. Yeah. And your great-great-great-great-grandmother fucked a nigger. Oh, yeah. And she had a half-nigger kid. Now, if that's a fact, tell me, am I lying? 'Cause you're part eggplant. Hey.
You're a cantaloupe.
What do you mean by the cantaloupe thing?
Like light skin. He's describing on the go. That's good. That's good right there. Let's go. You got to understand the scriptures. You got to understand the history of what happened. All these things. Go to. Let's do. Is it Obadiah? Give me the Obadiah. The good old book of Obadiah. We're gonna get the understanding of, because a lot. Even in movies, when you watch movies about cavemen, when you watch movies about the beginning of time, you see the cavemen, right? You typically see the cavemen, right? And those things, y'all got to really understand and where that came from, because typically the history that Esau's teaching us in the movies, teaching us things, it's his story. Not our story, his story. So he starts talking about his past, right? And he can't start with Genesis and start showing black people. Mm-hmm. That's going to destroy him, right? He's not going to give you the right sense of Genesis 25, right? So give me
Hey, I was thinking about it too, man. It's their pride as well for them to, everything that they have accomplished against us, putting us in slavery, after all these years, and thinking that the Most High is on their side, and so they think they can, change the times and the laws and all that, right, and change the image of who Christ is, right? Yep. So that's what they're doing, right? Mm-hmm. It's their pride that's getting to them, thinking that they can do certain things, and they think the Most High is behind them.
And there's a hatred for Esau in the scriptures of God, because he despised and hated his birthright. He wanted to give it for lentil and red meat. Mm-hmm. Okay, so go ahead and start in verse 1. Let's go ahead and start with 1 so we understand what we're talking about.
This is the book of Obadiah, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
This is the history of the cavemen. Where did they live? They're called Caucasian for a reason, because they were where? In the Caucasus Mountain of Georgia, Russia. That's where they lived during the Dark Ages. When we ruled in power, they call it dark because there were dark people ruling the age, the time. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. They are the Caucasians of the Caucasus Mountains. That's where you got the European, the Roman Caucasians. You got your German Caucasians. You got your Portuguese Caucasian, English Caucasian. All these type of Caucasians, but guess what? One race, Esau. And it's showing that it said what? They live in the cliff of the rocks. This is where they lived. And then it says, "Who habitation is high," and said to the Lord. There's a movie called put that up. A quest for, maybe we get the look it up. It's called the Quest for Fire. Quest for Fire. That they put out. This is another movie, A Quest for Fire, showing you Esau living in the caves. And and this is a real crazy movie, because in the movie, their whole thing that their fire gets put out, and they don't know how to make fire. And what they do, yeah, go ahead and put the trailer real quick. How long is the trailer? Oh, yeah, we can watch it. So pretty much, I'm gonna just say right here, they pretty much lose their fire, and they have to go around looking for fire, and they find people living in huts, living in tents, that know how to make fire. And they what they do is they make a little fire, and they take fire. They take something light through water and everything, and when their water, it goes out, and they think their civilization is dead. We're gone because our fire's done. But they brought a native with them, and the native's like, "What are y'all crying about? You guys two sticks, rub it together," and they're like, "What the heck?" So you gotta understand that. Go ahead and play that.
Hey, I can picture
Put the
Esau
volume.
doing like,
Yeah, hey, what's funny? This movie, they do not talk. They don't say one word through the whole movie. Through the whole movie, they don't say that. All they're saying is who. That's all they're doing. It's a funny movie, but it's a reality, and they get a lot of this out there because they show one part too where they're eating and they're crushing the lice with their teeth, and they show this in the 13th tribe, proving that guess what, they had to be a 13th tribe if the so-called Jewish man, white Caucasian living in Israel right now, are the biblical Hebrews of the Bible. Right? Go ahead. In 1981, 1982, that movie was something to see because it's just funny that there's a lot of things in their movie. But go ahead and read that 3 again.
This is the book of Obadiah, verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Stop. When did they exalt themselves as an eagle? In 1969, when they went into the moon. What is the first thing when they landed on the moon? They said, "The eagle has landed." This is showing you that it's talking about the spiritual person is the Caucasians of this Bible right here. That spiritual person that's called Edom, that's the descendants of them, and they are the Caucasians of the Bible. Read.
Though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
So it's showing that, guess what, in 1969, that's when they're going to start bringing them down. At the same time, when that happened, guess what happened to us? Our 350 years were up. From 1619 to 1969, that's when we, guess what, that we stop not knowing who we were. The prophecies started coming back that we were the biblical Israelites, and we got to come back and keep God's commandments.
right.
Go ahead.
If
No,
thee,
that's it. That's all I wanted from that one. Now let's go to who did Jacob Esau did. What do we have?
We got Independence Day, the day of tomorrow, whatever that movie was. with the aliens.
Tomorrow War.
Yeah, Tomorrow War. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, give me that one. The Green Pastures. Green Pastures. This is a really good one. This is something that they did, showing you that the God black with woolly hair, showing they're showing heaven. Some of the stuff's out of order. They're frying catfish, smoking cigars in heaven and stuff like that. But this is a small clip. Go ahead and let me see. Go up a little bit. A little bit more. This is supposed to be go a little more. He's looking for Noah, I believe. Yeah, and he's talking to Seth's descendant right there. Go forward. Right there. Now go right there. Because you're gonna end up finding them. Go ahead and play.
It's for she tear me down.
What is your name, son?
Soap and water, country boy.
What is your name?
Cain, the sixth.
I was afraid so.
You a new preacher?
Where do you live?
Me? I live most any place.
Yes, and you're gonna see them all. Is all the other young men like you?
Well, the gals don't think so.
Ain't nobody in this world like my honey cake.
They tells me last night you was talking to a creeper man, baby.
Oh, you know there ain't nobody in this world for me but you.
I knows, Dave. I even got that guaranteed. You see that, baby?
Uh-huh.
That just makes me positive.
Oh, you don't believe all them stories, Papa.
Well, I didn't believe him, baby. Of course, that big gorilla Flatfoot from the other side of the river is in town again.
Why, Flatfoot ain't nothing to me.
Of course he ain't. Go ahead and play some more, baby.
So here's.
Bad business.
So this is pretty much. There's a lot of things on here, but that was just one clip showing that God came down, seeing a lot of people in sin and stuff like that, and he's looking for Adam. So he's kind of making the time of Genesis, around Genesis 12, that he's looking for Noah, wants to build an ark and do all these things. But it is an interesting movie because it's showing you that the color of the people, God's people, and then also I'll try to look for the one part where he's counseling with the angels, and they are all black. So go ahead, give me.
Go to the next tab so he can see it.
Yeah, let me see what the next tab is. It's how much time we got? I don't want to. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that one. That one's a very important one right here. This is showing you. This is movies called 1492, Conquest of Paradise. This is Christopher Columbus, and he's showing you where he found out where the new world was at, or where the Israelites will be in the last day. It shows you right here. So go ahead.
Why do you wish to sail west?
To open a new route to Asia. Asia is the richest kingdom, the land of spices and gold. At the moment, there are only two ways of reaching it. By sea, sailing around the African continent. The journey takes a year. Or by land. But the Turks have closed this route to all Christians. There is a third way. By sailing west across the ocean sea.
The distance is unknown. It's said to be infinite.
Superstition. I believe the Indies are no more than 750 leagues west of the Canary Islands.
Can you be so certain?
The calculations of Toscanelli, Marin de Tir, Esdras.
Esdras is a Jew.
So what's worse?
2 minutes, and already you're a dead man.
For telling the truth?
Yes. We are burning people for less. The men you're about to confront have no emotion.
That's good right there. It said Esdras was a Jew because he said from the writings of Esdras. We're going to go in the Bible. It said it real quick. Probably didn't see it, and it said Ezra was a Jew, right? So Ezra was a Jew, right? So go ahead and put let's go to the Apocrypha. Remind our viewers, those who have no understand, but when you look up the Bible at 1611, you're going to find 80 books in there. Your typically Bible that you look at King James right now that you find in Walmart and bookstores, you're going to find only 66 books. So what happened to the rest of the 14 books? There's a book called the Apocrypha. You can order it on Amazon place. This book is the rest of the books that were taken out by the white Protestant churches in the 1600s. Because why? Because there's more information. There's history in these Bibles. These books, 14 books, are tied to the Bible. You got the rest of Ezra in here. You got the book of Maccabees, the history on here. But we're going to go to the book of Esdras, and we're going to get 2nd Ezra 13, and we're going to get understanding of where he read where the Israelites or the 10 tribes are going to be in the last days. Okay, let's start verse 40.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes, which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osea, the king who Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen, and go forth into a further country, where never mankind dwelt.
So where they're going to be going is where never man dwelt before. These men did not dwell before here in this land. And we understand from history that they were all in Asia, they were in Europe, they were in Africa. Those things are already discussed in the Bible. So where is this talking about? The Western Hemisphere, we're going to see in the Bible. Go ahead.
That they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High then shewed signs for them, and held still the flood, till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely, a year and a half.
So and this place was took a year and a half. Remember, they were in the Eastern Hemisphere at this time. So it said name a year and a half, right? Go ahead.
And this same region is called Arsareth.
Arsareth. You never heard that name before in your life, but now you're going to understand what it is. You have the encyclopedia? Can you look that up online? I have it right here, paper, so you don't have to look it up here. We're going to read, this is the Jewish Encyclopedia. This is for Arsareth. They spell it a little different, but it's Arzareth. But it's the same name. We're going to read it right here. Yep. That's it right there. This is the encyclopedia, Jewish Encyclopedia. So they know what this is talking about. And we're going to explain right here. Go ahead and
Arsareth, the Jewish Encyclopedia. The name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man.
Remember, habitation of man was what? On the Eastern Hemisphere. Go ahead, read.
In which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the laws of Moses.
This 10 tribes are the split of the 12 tribes of Israel, because there was a split in the book of Kings of the 12 tribes of Israel, because the northern part of Israel was in sin, right? So they're coming where? To this land, right? Go ahead, read.
Until the time of the restoration, according.
Go ahead. Until the time of restoration, until we were put back together as one nation. Read.
According to 4th Ezra, chapter 13, verse 45.
Originally, the book of Ezra, because you read 1st Ezra and 2nd Ezra, there was 4 parts of Ezra. Okay? Go ahead and read.
Columbus identified America with this land.
Who?
Columbus identified America with this land.
This is how he knew that the rest of the tribes where they went to, because he read the Bible. This is showing you and Christopher Columbus in this movie It's showing you how they knew, and they slip it right through you because guess what? We don't read those books. We don't know. It went right through our head. This is medieval. We're just kind of like there for the movie or whatever, or it's boring to us. Maybe we didn't watch it, but we're showing you out of the scriptures where it's at. Okay, let's go back to the videos. Thank you. Go ahead. Yeah, this is another movie. We did.
Don't you want to finish Christopher Columbus? Or did you finish it?
No, we finished it. I just wanted that small part right there. There's a lot more. Go ahead and get me. And remember that the northern part of Israel, those are the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans that were on this side of the earth before the blacks came on this side of the earth. Give me the, you know what? Give me Independence Day. Give me Independence Day. I like that one. That was a good one right here. We had the Independence Day. You know what? Hold that. Save that for last. Save that for last. Give me, what else we got? What else we got? We got the X-Men.
The Tomorrow War.
Give me the Tomorrow War. Here's gonna show you. No, you know what? I gotta show. Give me the Independence Day. I gotta show Independence Day first. So this is Independence Day. This came out in 1996 with your homie Will Smith. You know what I mean?
The great Will Smith.
William Smith. He's a joke, but anyways, he this is the movie they did, and go ahead and play the trailer because we're gonna show a lot in this movie. And we can't show the whole movie, but we show the parts.
It's the real thing. A radio signal from another world.
Mr. President, our intelligence tells us the object is settled into a stationary orbit. Part of it is broken off into nearly 3 dozen other pieces, smaller than the whole circle, yet over 15 miles in width themselves. Where are they heading? They should be entering our atmosphere within the next 25 minutes.
Let's just get there as quickly as
What's
possible.
the rush, huh? Think we'll get to Washington and won't be there?
It is confirmed. The unexplained phenomenon is headed for Moscow.
It's like a chess. First, they're positioning the pieces using this one signal to synchronize their efforts. And then what? Checkmate.
I really don't think they flew 90 billion light years to start a fight.